Welcome to Insightful Gaming. Today, we're showcasing a unique, non-meta exotic build that might just be the most powerful PVE Titan build in the game. With this build, enjoy never-ending overshields, constant self-healing, and a damage combo that clears rooms and demolishes champions. This gameplay is mainly from the legendary campaign, but with minor tweaks, it works well in other master activities too. If this video gets you excited, smash that like button and share your favorite build in the comments. Let's dive in. Let's go over the gameplay rotation and our damage combo. Start by throwing a grenade to kick things off. As enemies start dropping, sprint towards them and use your shield bash to suppress all targets. Final blows grant you an overshield, which synergizes perfectly with our exotic Dune Marchers. The Linear Actuator's exotic perk increases your sprint speed, and sprinting builds up a static charge. After melee attacking an enemy, the charge chains damage to nearby enemies. This combo allows you to clear rooms full of enemies with ease. Watching void explosions is pure fun. In parallel, you're regenerating ability energy to keep the deadly cycle going. Use your weapons, which also grant overshields and melee energy. We're using Ness's Abladian, a shotgun with repulsor brace and destabilizing rounds. Repulsor brace gives us an overshield, while destabilizing rounds cause nearby targets to become volatile upon final blows. Next, we're using Monte Carlo primarily when out of special ammo or when you need to generate more melee energy for your lethal combo. Our grenades and shield bash generate orbs of power, providing a steady supply of grenade and melee energy. With this combo, you'll use your shield bash repeatedly and regenerate energy non-stop. And we haven't even mentioned our armor mods. These handy mods supercharge energy regeneration and turn our shield and grenade throws into powerful weapons. Now let's explore our aspects, featuring the amazing duo of Bastion and Offensive Bulwark. These gems turn your void abilities into an impressive spectacle for both you and your teammates. First, let's discuss Bastion. Casting your super grants overshields to nearby allies. With this, casting Ward of Dawn also grants all allies overshields. Additionally, casting a barricade grants overshields to yourself and nearby allies, empowers it, enables slow overshield regeneration for allies behind it, and extends their overshield duration. This aspect is one of the best defensive kits in the game, rivaling Solar Warlock's wells. Now, let's unveil the second part of this dynamic duo, Offensive Bulwark. This potent aspect kicks in when you have an overshield or are standing inside your Ward of Dawn. It increases your grenade regeneration by a whopping 400% and boosts your melee range and damage. What's even more incredible is that with our setup, we'll have an overshield at all times. Get ready to discover the jaw-dropping abilities that make this build a true powerhouse. First up, Ward of Dawn. This nifty skill creates an impenetrable fortress to protect you and your teammates. Step through Ward of Dawn and you'll gain a temporary weapon damage buff and overshields for your entire squad. This super is a game changer, and with the orb party we're creating, you can activate it frequently to maintain control. Next, let's discuss our grenade of choice, Vortex Grenade. This top-notch grenade creates a vortex that pulls targets inward and continually damages those trapped inside. It's fantastic for crowd control, providing an excellent opportunity to take them all down at once. When it's time to dance, we're using Strafe Lift, but feel free to switch it up with your preferred choice. And lastly, we're employing Shield Bash, which we've already covered in detail. It deals significant damage, provides overshields, and synergizes perfectly with our exotic Dune Marchers. Now, let's talk about Fragments. We're using Echo of Undermining, which weakens your targets, making them 20% more vulnerable. Next, we have Echo of Persistence, helping maintain our Devour and overshields at all times. Finally, we're using Echo of Starvation. Picking up a Void Breach or Orb of Power grants Devour. Now let's check out the weapons that'll elevate this build to unstoppable heights. To achieve that, we need a primary weapon that hands out overshields like they're going out of style. So keep an eye out for weapons featuring the Repulsor Brace perk. This amazing perk grants overshields when you defeat enemies, giving you a 45 HP shield for a whole 8 seconds, which gets even stronger with our trusty Echo of Persistence Fragment. Some top-notch weapons with the Repulsor perk include the fantastic Veil's X complete with the Golden Tricorn perk, and my personal favorite, the Hollow Denial. My Hollow Denial comes equipped with Repulsor Brace and Lent from Gold, ensuring I'm never short on ammo. Trust me, with Hollow Denial, you'll never run out of overshields, and our seasonal perks synergizing with Lent from Gold will keep the heavy ammo flowing like a river. You can also opt for the Ness's Abladian from the new raid. It comes with Repulsor Brace and destabilizing rounds. For those feeling adventurous, try out Unforgiven, which can be equipped with Demolitionist and Repulsor Brace. As for our heavy weapon, choose any heavy void weapon that appeals to you. let's discuss the armor mods that'll elevate this build to mind-blowing levels of power. These mods focus on generating orbs of power and recharging our abilities and super in no time. Our mod lineup has 3 objectives: creating tons of super energy for back-to-back supers, providing endless melee and grenade action, and keeping grenades and class abilities flowing non-stop. Now let's examine our mods. On the helmet, we've got one hands-on mod for extra super energy for melee kills, ashes to assets, and the icing on the cake, Void Siphon, which creates orbs of power after rapid void weapon final blows. Next up, the gauntlets. We're rocking heavy-handed, generating orbs of power on powered melee final blows. We've also got one impact induction for super fast grenade recharge through shield throws and grenade kickstart to grant grenade energy by consuming armor charge stacks. For the chest piece, we're flaunting one charged up mod to increase the maximum armor stacks, allowing for more armor charges for grenade kickstart. On the leg front, we're striding with 2 innervation mods to reduce grenade cooldown when grabbing orbs of power, and stacks on stacks for an additional armor charge stack when collecting orbs of power. Lastly, on our stylish Titan mark, we're sporting one bomber mod to shrink grenade cooldown when using class abilities, and the Reaper mod, generating an orb of power after using a class ability and landing the next weapon blow. To top it all off, we've got Outreach, reducing melee cooldown after activating your class ability. Let's breeze through our seasonal mods. For the first row, it's all about your taste and weapon choice. If you're vibing with a submachine gun, the Submachine Overload mod is your jam. More into scout rifles, grab the Unstoppable Scout Rifle mod. If bows are your thing, snag the Overlord mod. And don't forget the Anti-Barrier Pulse Rifle and Sidearm mod for crushing barrier champions. But wait, your subclass can also help you conquer champions. For example, with the Arc subclass, stun unstoppable champions using the blind or blinding aspects. With Solar, ignition damage does the trick. Stasis, shatter damage. And with the Strand subclass, the Suspend aspect suspends and stuns unstoppable champions. The best part, these mods are passive and don't need any slotting. Let's shimmy over to the second row of seasonal mods. First up, the Multi-Siphon mod combines the powers of Strand's Solar and Void Siphon mods in your helmet. Perfect if you're into using different energy weapons and want to spawn orbs with all types. The next 4 mods slash energy costs for armor mods, affecting your Solar, Strand, Void weapons, and grenades. For example, with the Void Surge mod, you'll cut energy costs from 3 to 1. In the third row, let's chat about the Vital mod here, Volatile Flow. This bad boy amps up your Void weapons big time. Snag an orb of power and get volatile rounds, boosting damage output for some serious enemy takedown. Onto the fourth row, our Void build BFF is Bricks from Beyond. Forget heavy ammo finder mods, this one dishes out heavy ammo for you and your pals every time you off powerful combatants with a Void weapon. You'll be swimming in heavy ammo. Finally, in the fifth row, we're rocking Void weapon channeling, granting a temporary boost to Void weapon damage after defeating a target with a fully charged Void ability, essential for max damage output with Void weapons. And lastly, Prismatic Transfer is fabulous for group play. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the grand finale of our build. I trust this video left you both enlightened and amused. Before we part ways, I must give a colossal thank you to everyone who's been cheering my channel on. Your support means the galaxy to me, and I'm over the moon that we can unite to geek out over Destiny. If this video tickled your fancy and you crave more, don't hesitate to drop a comment, smash that like button, and hit subscribe. Until our next rendezvous, keep hustling and may the RNG gods shower you with their blessings.